Cowboys Nation and YouTubers? It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic. As we are coming off the high, that is another regular season win, a shellacking on ATL, the Falcons. We have to give out the game ball to Dan Quinn as they did, who was very emotional about it. I think a game ball should go to everybody on the team. That was one of the more complete games that we've had all season, where all phases worked, and we see the result of it. Now, here's where we got to turn it around, because as complete as that was, it was against Atlanta. Not to take nothing away from Atlanta, because, you know, Stephen A. and all the haters of the track didn't say, well, they didn't have this guy, that guy, and Matty Ice ain't like he used to be, and all these other, you know, excuses. But it is what it is. You can only play the games against the teams that are on the schedule in front of you. And that we did. Now, this week will be one of the real tests of the season. Just like we had against Tampa, just like we were supposed to have against the Chargers, at the time Carolina. This is going to be a game that will go a long way in determining if this is a true contending team, or if we're just getting our hopes up just a little too much too soon. If we can make a game of it or win the game, it will say a whole lot about this squad, coaching staff included. It'll say, you know, that we should actually finally be talked about as one of the upper echelon teams, not just because we're in a bad division. This weekend is going to say a lot. I'm hoping that this is going to be a good outing. From what I've heard, CeeDee Lamb had a arm contusion, but should be fine. There was no other, you know, giant injury concerns coming out of the game. We should be getting possibly Tyron Smith back for the game. I, for one, think he should just go ahead and rest it. If Terrence Steele can continue to be playing as well as he is on the left side, he can stay there, especially with this short weeks coming up. Maybe come back for the, I do believe, New Orleans Saints after the Raiders game, come December. That might be a better option, but because I don't want to rush anybody back right now with so much going on the line right now. I don't want to disrupt anything. If we can win with the guys we have, there should be no rush in getting some of the other guys back. We've done so well in managing the injuries to Dak, to Michael Gallup, Tristan Hill, and everybody else. So if we can still continue to manage it and get, like, arguably the best left tackle back in football, back to almost 100%, well, he's not going to be 100%, but as close as he can be without re-aggravating it in some meaningless games this year, I'll take it. But we'll have to see how the coaches manage it this week. Last week, they said if he could practice on Saturday, he'll be a game time decision. We'll have to see if that's going to be the same reasoning again this week. I, for one, don't mind him becoming one of those Romo-centric Wednesdays off type of guys. He doesn't need all the practice in the world anymore. He's getting up there. He was one of the best financial decisions Jerry Jones has made in putting him into a 10-year contract the way he did, because Lord knows if we did not do that all those years ago, he'd have been gone. He'd have priced himself out of Dallas. But that was one of the better decisions by the Joneses, so we have to give credit where credit's due on that one. Kellen Moore, Dan Quinn, I'm starting to see articles saying they're the best offensive and defensive coordinators tandems in the league. That's a high praise coming from, you know, the talking heads who'd love more than anything to doubt us. And the fact they're giving Mike McCarthy his props, also knowing in that, at first they were saying it was only because of, Aaron Rodgers that he might have been good. But now they're saying it might not have been all Rodgers. It does come with some of the coaching too. And you can see it. Excuse me. There are times when, the last head coach we had, they can love him and run through a brick wall for him, but he could not get these guys to play up to their potential week in and week out. And there were just times when we just come out flat and nothing was ever going to stop us from coming out flat. And then that flatness would continuously linger for weeks at a time, and it was embarrassing. This time around, if we get, shellacked, if we lose a game, he turns us right back around and hopefully get right back onto another winning streak. The momentum's great. I love it. I just can't wait to see how practices are going to go this week. I hope everybody makes it through practice, because lo and behold, all these guys are getting injured in practices. We're losing people around the league at practice to ACLs and hamstrings and ankles and foots, and it's being problematic league-wide. It's not just us. And this is because and the practicers are less than what players in the past had to do. So it just stands to reason something's definitely different about these kind of athletes compared to the older school guys. They're just built different, where you're getting hurt in practices all the time now. It's just weird. But we'll have to see how the week goes on. Tomorrow will be hump day. We'll have to see some of the first injury reports coming out, see who's dinged up, who's going to be limited, who they're going to keep an eye on, see if anybody can come back. I know Tank Lawrence is chomping at the bit to get back. I know Randy Gregory is going to be a beast when he can come back. They're still slowly taking Neville Gallimore in. Tristan Hill is working his way back into things. So we'll just have to take it day by day, game by game. But that's all I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys have a good day. Take care. Stay safe. This is VA Dallas Cowboy fan. Out.